All right, ladies and gentlemen and programmers, we're going to do part 8. We're going to figure out how to accept user input and actually use it in our calculator. Okay, so we will use what we learned in part 7 to accept integer input for our add method. So in 7, we accepted string information. Now we're going to try to get some numbers because you can't add up letters very well. Okay, so let's add this code to the bottom of the main method, and we will ask the user for input. So let's do that. All right, so right here, so here's what we did in part 7, and so we're going to come right here, and we're going to put in a comment that says something like ask for integer input to add. Okay, and so then we're going to do something like that. System.out.print or print line. We're used to print line. So we're going to do print line here too. Okay, and then let's add. I will ask for 2 integers. When I do, type them below and hit enter. Okay, so when we hit run, it's going to, well, it's not going to do a whole lot yet. Okay, so here's the string, enter. Okay, so now it's going to ask us, hey, enter the first integer that you want to add. Oh, by the way, if we look at the code over here, I put in this, let's see here. Let's scroll over. I put in these things and that bumped us down a line. I don't think we need 2 of them. So let's get rid of that. Okay, at any rate, so now what I want you guys to do is I want you to try to see if you can make this thing work, okay? So we want to accept the integer input for the calculator. So the numbers you add up are called addends, and that's important for our variables we're going to use. So see if you can take the user input and store it in a variable called addend A. So the first number goes on addend A, the next one goes into the addend B. Okay. So this is going to be an integer, so it's going to be something like int addend A equals. So we're going to do pretty similar to what we did before, but we can't use scanner.nextLine because that accepts string data. We need addend A to be an integer, so we're going to say something like int addend A equals scanner.nextInt. Okay, so see if you can do it. Give it a shot, see if you can do it before you watch me do it. So hit pause on this video, give it a shot, play around with it, and then we'll go from there. Let's see if we can figure this thing out here now. All right, hit pause, you do it, and then I'll do it. Okay, so we're going to say something like int addend A equals, so we're going to talk to our scanner. So we've already made our scanner. It's named scanner. So lowercase scanner dot next int parentheses semicolon. Okay, and so let's see what happens there. Well, nothing's really going to happen yet. Now let's just see if it crashes or not. Okay, so I have to type in a string, enter. Okay, enter the first integer, 10. Okay, so it takes it and it stores it into addend A, but it doesn't do anything with it. All right, so we're good. All right, so now I think that's where we left off. Yeah. Okay, so now add this code to the bottom of the main method. Okay, so now we want to give the user a prompt. Hey, let's add the second integer. Okay, so right here, what's it doing? No. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're going to say system.out.println, enter the second integer that you want to add, and then we have a little break. Okay, so now for you, I want you to make an integer variable called addend B, and then do this. So see if you can figure that out. Hit pause, try it yourself before you watch me do it. So hit pause, but now I'm going to do it. So it's going to be int addend B equals scanner dot next int semicolon. Okay, so I'm not going to run it because basically it's not going to do anything yet, but it's going to accept it's gonna take the two numbers and it's gonna store them in addend A and addend B. But what we need to do is we need to add them. So if we come back up here and look at this thing. Okay, so we said my calculator dot add 10 and 5, but we want to replace that with variables. Okay, by the way, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to use that. See if you can see. Let's go back to my spiel here. Okay, so so now use addend A and addend B by sending it to the add method. So see if you can get it to add up and print the correct answer. Okay, but don't watch me do it. You try it first before you watch me do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and I'm going to press Control V. So we're going to ask my calculator to add, but it's not going to be 10 plus 5. It's going to be with the user's input. So I'm going to use addend A, and then next one, and then next here we're going to put addend B. Okay, and that should be it. Let's run it and see if that works. All right, so we got to type in the string. Okay, the first integer, let's do 22, enter. Enter the second integer, 33, enter. And then it just goes and uses our existing add method. So 22 plus 33 is 55. All right, yay, we did it. So we actually have a calculator that will accept input. Okay, so good. So now you're on your own for the rest of it. But on the rest of it, I want you to do the same thing for the subtract and the multiply methods. Okay, so let's take a peek. So what basically you're going to do is, so right here it's going to say ask for integer to add, and it says let's add. So you're gonna redo a lot of this same code, but you're going to do it for subtract, and you're going to do it for multiply. So see if you can do that. Okay. I think that's it. Okay, good work.